A young talent really starting to pay off here.
Big time. She had a great result in Lake Placid, and she can feed off that confidence. So far, she's doing great with a 1.6 seconds up at the second split.
Really, really good here from Sasha Ernest, taking flight off that hip jump. Big gap jump now. 1.4 seconds, so she's lost 0.2 of a second, but still has a commanding lead at this part of the course. Sasha Ernest. Ernest into Liddell, into the rocks. What can she make of them? Gets past the point that caught Ferguson out.
Really nicely on that inside line there.
Smooth.
Didn't get hung up on any of the rocks.
Looking really, really good here, Sasha Ernest. Look at the crowds in Liddell at the minute. Sasha Ernest has a job in her hands, and she's going to beat that today, Josh.
Yeah, she's making her way through that final rock garden that brought her undone in Q2, but this is solid so far, and a sign of that confidence that she's had so at the end of the season.
Sasha Ernest crosses the line and goes into the lead by 1.3 seconds ahead of Lisa Bouladou. Nicole, that time might stand for a bit. Myriam Cabirou won here last season. Gets her Mont-Sainte-Anne race run underway, the final one of 2025.
She's got a few things to be motivated for today, both the individual win and the team overall. A tight battle between Commensal and Canyon for that overall team of the day.
A season spent at the sharp end, Josh, but maybe just missing that definitive cutting edge. Cabirou dancing through that little gully section. Really flat, full of roots on the run into it as well. Easy to lose speed as she heads out into the open, off the hip jump. Big inside line there for Cabirou. Off that, let's get her across the next split. Is 4.6 seconds faster now, Nico.
Yeah, aside from Valley, that's the fastest one we've seen through that second split. Look like that inside line really paid off for her.
56.7 kilometers an hour. Just got bucked slightly off that fly off, Josh.
Slightly bucked off here. We've got a couple of corners to go. This is your last chance to take a breath here. We've mentioned this before. It brought out Lou Ferguson earlier and Valley Hole. She's successfully into the rock garden right now.
Cabirou dancing through Liddell. Taking pedal strokes in Liddell, no laughing matter.
And she's got you to carry the momentum down this flat final section.
Gets the double jump. Yes. That allows for a good amount of pump on the backside to carry extra speed. Now there's one key part
here. We go, 7.6 seconds faster than that time of Sasha Ernest. This is looking really, really good.
You can see the momentum that she carried down here. Now they go into the lull. There's no crowd, a couple of berms. She's got one rock garden to go. This is massive from Myriam Cabirou this afternoon.
Myriam Cabirou won here last season. Is she about to go back-to-back in successive years in Mont-Sainte-Anne? The French woman in Quebec heads towards the finish line. Myriam Cabirou crosses it 7.2 seconds faster than Sasha Ernest. Smashes the time off the hot seat. What can she come out of today with?
The drama from Nina last year, exploding that wheel across the line.
140 beats per minute on her Whoop live out of the gate. We'll keep a track of that across the run. Medical crews, I'm told, still with Gracie Hemstreet. We'll bring you an update just as soon as we get one. Nina Hoffmann is just a 1/10 of a second slower here than the time of Myriam Cabirou that controls the race.
And this season for Nina, I feel like there's a couple of rounds that have gotten away from her. Silly little mistakes in Andorra, another mistake the last couple of races. So we're keen to see a full run put down from Nina. She's had great form and great speed all season, especially after that win in La Tuile here into the rock garden, where we expect to see Nina Hoffmann really start to chew away at that small margin in second place right now.
She's so physically strong, Nico. Let's see what the next split tells us. Yeah, a 1/10 of a second back.
And just nothing in it, too. I mean, if they were mirrored at this point, you wouldn't be able to tell who's in the lead.
Nearly 60 kilometers an hour through the speed trap. Gets that really, really narrow right-hand run over the bridge. Big time gaps in this race so far. 4/10 of a second. It's moving away from her.
That double is what did it. Myriam pulled that nicely, and Nina did a great job of skipping it, but did that give Myriam the advantage there?
Yeah, a little backside can carry the momentum all the way through into the lower part here. We've got a couple of rock gardens to go and into the final couple of jumps, and as we just saw, it ain't over till it's over.
It's smoother, it's flatter, but it's very, very hard to find somewhere to pedal. Hoffmann pedaling midair, crosses the finish line, goes second by 7/10 of a second. Absolutely nothing in it at the front of this one. 11th last week in Lake Placid for the reigning European Continental Champion.
She did a great job of building back after that summer break. She had that broken collarbone in Ludenviel this year. On good pace at the World Championships at her home race, and Lenzerheide as well. Last week, a little bit uncharacteristic for her, but she'll be looking to end the season on a positive note.
Just lumping through those roots on the way through this gully section. Really, really tricky not to pinball your way off either side of it, Josh.
Yeah, she needs to pay attention here. This is where she really needs to lock in and be focused on what's in front of her. She's had a great upper section and riding really fast. Almost identical time to our leader right now.
Racing tomorrow, Matisse Cesaro, 1.7 seconds back though at the third split for Lisa Baumann. That mightn't be enough, Nico. Through Lidal, heads out in the open, and she'll head into the second part of the rock garden.
She's going to opt for the step down gap here.
Doesn't quite get the entrance speed here, and you could see through the rock garden before, just got hung up on some of those rocks, so wasn't quite hitting the smooth edges. Into the next timing split, definitely went backwards a little bit.
Yeah, unfortunately lost a lot of time in there, Nico.
Still third, but the first two riders just really excelled over that last flat section.
Yeah, there's some big time gaps out there at the minute, as we're used to seeing in Mont-Sainte-Anne, but maybe tiredness setting in on this one a little bit, Josh.
Yeah, maybe. Great upper section. You could see that she was on par. It's just costing her a little bit of speed and momentum down the lower half.
Lisa Baumann heads towards the line. Final run of the year for her. Goes into third place, 4.7 seconds back.
With 2 to go, that's still a solid run.
An amazing career comes to them for Balanche, but a race run gets underway for Myriam Nicole up top, Josh. 14 starts here, most of them. She's finished inside the top 8, 8th last season, second in Lake Placid. Best we've seen of her so far, French rider in Quebec. Myriam Nicole Pompon on track, last rider on course, and she's 0.04 of a second faster.
She's lost a little bit of time, but we saw some of the earlier women come down. They didn't have the... They had a great upper section that kind of went into a bit of a lull in the middle. Myriam Nicole's charging hard, carrying good exit speed in this next split. So hopefully she can charge through the rock garden and use that experience to her advantage. Inside line there, first time we've seen that for the elite women.
Here we go, what's the next split going to tell us? 0.8 of a second. Nicole's still right in the conversation here.
She's in touch. She's absolutely using every centimetre of this course here this afternoon. She's slightly down, 55 kilometres an hour.
Max Comensal and Cedric Ravenel watching on at the bottom. Marine Cabirou leads the way here from Nina Hoffmann and Lisa Baumann. Top 3 covered by 4.7 seconds. Myriam Nicole is looking to put herself into control of this one as she heads into Lidal.
Look at the entrance speed. She really comes in there quick.
Nicole throwing everything at it through here.
Good line through the rocks. Look at the exit speed here. She's got to get a good backside off this next exit of this section.
Just bent the right shoulder around that tree beautifully.
Just got hung up on the inside there. Hopefully that rock didn't cause any damage. She's coming into the next split. Good amount of exit speed off the final rocks.
Will she go for the step down here? This could be it.
Nicole, is she going to pull it?
She goes to the right. Let's see what the time says now.
Myriam Nicole exits the second part of Lidal. It's a long run to the finish line. What's it going to say? 2.1 back. It's looking like Marine Cabirou.
Wow.
2.1
just shows
back
how
out the
much
exit.
that jump in the woods made for Marine.
And that's the attention to detail that we're used to seeing from Cabirou after all these years. But Nicole, never count her out until it's done.
Marine, this was still a good run for Marine. She can take plenty of positives here today, and this might light the fire just enough to see her come back in a dominating fashion for 2026.
Myriam Nicole crosses the line into third place then. Marine Cabirou, 2.2 seconds. The winner today. Marine Cabirou backs up her win from last season with another one in Mont-Sainte-Anne this afternoon.
Wow, what a moment for Marine to come back to Mont-Sainte-Anne after her win last year, after a drama from the season this year so far.
Myriam Nicole and Nina Hoffmann already on the podium then, but here's your winner today, Marine Cabirou for the Canyon Collective. Chalks another win. Marine Cabirou gets another.
Nina Hoffmann in second. Myriam Nicole in third. She should still be happy with that. It's another podium for Pom Pom.
Hoists the trophy. Valentina Hall wins the 2025 UCI Downhill World Cup overall title. So there's confirmation for the overall. Valentina Hall locked it up last weekend in Lake Placid. Takes ahead of Gracie Hemstreet. But Valentina Hall, absolutely superb in 2025. What a topsy-turvy, upside-down race that was. Full of intrigue. We hope you enjoyed it.